Hi, and thank you for joining me today. I wanted to show you guys how easy it is to use the Sage ToolOps service and calibration module here in the Sage ToolOps system. So for our example today, I went ahead and brought up the service and calibration page here, and our example is going to be using this shop truck. First, I wanted to show you guys all the useful information that's stored inside your Sage ToolOps system. For example, on this tool record for this shop truck, you're able to put all the model information about the truck, as well as include a picture of the truck here too. So if you have a fleet of vehicles, it's easier to keep track of that way. Your barcode number and tool number are all stored here as well. Along with that, you'll be able to see which warehouse this is assigned to, the serial number of the vehicle, as well as the vehicle's tag information. So you can see the tag number, the state it's issued, as well as the expiration date in here. It looks like this one is expired, so we need to make sure and get on that to get that fixed. You're also able to see the meter and odometer readings that you have set up here as well for your vehicle. Along with seeing all this information, you're also able to see if there's any specific repair parts for this vehicle, any specific components that are attached with this piece of equipment, accessories that may go along with it. For this truck in particular, we're going to be looking at the service orders. And with this truck, it looks like you can set up a service plan. For this vehicle, it's set up to be the first Monday of every month. And so that every first Monday of every month, your team is going to get notified that there's a vehicle inspection that's due. And we'll jump into that here in just a second. But wanted to show you as well, you can see what open work histories are out there, as well as the service history of the vehicle. So if there's been any major damage or anything specific done with this vehicle, you'll be able to keep an accurate track of that here in your system. Now I'm going to go ahead and jump over to our service dashboard here. And what's really nice about the service dashboard is you can see you can request services. So your team can request services to the warehouse on any of the tools of equipment. You can create work orders. So as those requests are being worked on, you'll be able to see those there. You'll also be able to browse service schedules. So your warehouse staff will be able to see in the next week, what all do we have in? How many truck inspections do we have? Other equipment fixes can all be sent in there, as well as reporting features can be done in here as well. One of the other nice features about the ToolOps system is that it does allow for notifications. So if I look here, I can see that there are tools that are needed to be serviced. I can simply click on that, and it's going to pop open my work order browser here, so I can see what exactly is going to be needing service. For this example, we're going to go ahead and continue to use that shop truck. So your team will simply click into here, let this load for a second. But as this is pulling up, you're able to see. So this is going to be a vehicle inspection of that shop truck. The vehicle inspection that we do the first Monday of every month. So you'll be able to see that here. So it'll label what's being requested. If there is any specific notes, those would be stored in here as well as completion notes. So as your guys are getting it done, they'll be able to see be able to see what's all done and who's done it. As well as you'll be able to update your meters, all of that good stuff here as well. What really makes it nice for your warehouse guys is you're able to set up tasks here as well. So as these tasks are needing to be completed, your team can simply go through and see what needs to be done. So checking tires, checking all your fluids, checking lights. As they go through here, it's simple enough to cross the box off and say that they've completed it. So if I simply perform a task here, it's just going to ask me to perform my first one. I'm going to go ahead and click that. It'll pop up with who, as I'm logged in, who is going to be doing this. So Caleb is going to be the one completing it. The time that's completed, the estimated hours, and then the actual hours. So let's say we spend an hour doing that. Any notes I can put in here. If I wanted to charge this to a specific cost code, maybe this is for a specific project, my Anchor Brewing Company project. I can put that in there as well. And I can save the task as completed. So your team is able to go through and do that. That'll store the history. You can also have instructions in here. So if there's specific ways to do this inspection and certain ways to change the oil, tires, different pieces of equipment can all be done in here. Same as required tools. If there's specific bolts, specific wrenches, something that they need a required tool in order to do this inspection, that can be put in here. Parts for your vehicles can be stored in here as well, and that way you're able to see what specific parts are needed for this inspection. One of the really nice additions to this is you're able to see charges here as well. So as your team is getting things completed, um, as they're crossing off, for example, checking that tires, they can come in here. We can click on that. The checking tires, we can see that they were in there for 1 hour. For 1 hour, that's $20. Um, we'll go ahead and click save there. You'll see the cost will be added, what their cost code is going to be, as well as you can see down here the total hours it's taken to do this vehicle inspection. So I can see that took an hour. The total charges right now is $20. It'll give me the total charge for your warehouse guys being able to do this inspection. What really helps bring this to the next level is that you're able to keep track of those charges in your system and see how much that vehicle is costing you, how much that piece of equipment is costing you to keep around. You'll be able to run RFI reports and see, if it's worth keeping the vehicle or if it would have been better to rent the vehicle out that way. And it really helps to create your warehouse into more of a profit center. I hope this was educational, kind of showed you the different aspects of the service and calibration aspect, that module in your Sage ToolOps. Thank you, and I hope you all have a great day.